If I could get right, I send pics.
Hello, welcome back to the Proud Disappointment Podcast with your host, PABS Prince. Sitting next to me, I have one of the most charismatic, beautiful individuals. I often relate the number 2 with you. I don't know if it's because your birthday month is February, or because you lived on the 2, or because the whole concept with like the runners up collection that I do want to expand on eventually this year. But it was only right to have you on episode 2. So we have Squared Hill.
Yeah. Damn. Do you get sound effects on here?
Probably, yeah, I can make them.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
No, man, I had to have you because you're one of my best friends, you know? You're definitely my best man if I ever get married.
When
It's
you
already-
get married,
it's
you'll be
written.
married one day.
I hope so, shit. But yeah, Squared is, you're a jack of all trades. You're a designer, you're a DJ, you're a podcast host. You know, you're my co-host for User Friendly, the friendliest podcast in the world.
Ah, you know that.
Shout out Jason.
Shout out Jason.
He's a good guy, wherever he is. But, so, I guess, I wanted you to kind of tell the people where you got the name Squared Hill, or what made you come up with that.
It was really a nickname. It was a nickname in high school. It's like one of them like names you just never asked for. You just get it, you know what I'm saying? So.
And it's just a coincidence that you have a fascination for like King of the Hill.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But
They call you
it
the
was
young
just,
Bobby Hill.
Yeah, it was just one of those things in high school. Shout out to the fall, like Khalil, Adrian, Fox, all of them, like they really gave me that name.
Those are like your
And it
day
stuck.
ones.
Yeah, I mean, even like from West for sure, because I went to a different school before that. So before I got to,
I was gonna say Mathers.
Walther. So before I got to, you feel me, like Proviso, like met you and met them, like I had my day ones at, you feel me, the other school. So yeah, like they really took me in and just like, you feel me, just gave me that name and it just like stuck. So it went from like B squared to squared, you feel me?
Sure.
So.
And then it's crazy because Walter is in Melrose Park, right?
Yeah. Well,
And I live right, like I grew up right there. Shout out Cruz. He's basically like the vice president of Melrose Park.
one of my generals.
Yes, sir. You guys have similar birthdays, and I don't know. Maybe that's why I love you guys. I love Aquarius. But you guys have the same kind of energy. I don't know. Like when I think of Squared, I think of the color yellow, and I think of like how bright he is. You know, like
That's my favorite color.
I know it is. Every time I see yellow, I think of you. But Squared also, he's my brother, man. He's my brother from another mother. Like we ran Effectus together since 2014. Me, him, and Fox. We started this in Proviso West, and we really grew it from nothing. Like no one really expected us to go this far, and we're still pushing. Like even with another platform, User Friendly is just like another byproduct of Effectus, and me and Squared, we really like struggled through it all. Like our parents being disappointed at us for like wasting so much money, and like I'm sure your mom was kind of fed up with like all the shirts in your living room and shit.
Definitely. Hell yeah.
You were giving them to like your church, right?
Yeah.
And like I don't know, it's crazy with Effectus. Like people were supporting us from like everywhere, but it's I don't know. I guess like I wanted to get your thoughts on Effectus and what Effectus meant to you, and like where you see it in your life, I guess.
I see it as the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like the beginning of, just dreaming. You know what I'm saying? Just like like imagining something like better, like for myself and like people. You know what I'm saying? Like that I could find like of, you know what I'm saying, that were like-minded type shit. So even like meeting Fox and then telling him like, yo, like I got this idea, you know what I'm saying? And like he's like, yeah, I'm with it. And then like meeting you, you know, it's like even like the way we met and everything was just like presented in the perfect way. It wasn't like forced, you know what I'm saying? Like I told Fox about you, and he's like, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I told you about Fox, and you said you was with it. So it
So
was
for
really
the people
like
that don't know, we met at Proviso West. I want to say our sophomore or junior year.
junior year.
Our junior
Everybody
year.
thinks I was there sophomore. Everybody thinks I was there sophomore year, which I guess is a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
But you know, I transferred in my junior
All right,
year.
so junior year, we were put in history class, and I like to say we made history ever since. I'm still gonna say that till the day I die. But Squared and I, we were in history together, and he would point out my like clothes because I was pretty like stylish for the high school days, and so was Squared. You know, there was only a few of us who made an impact in that way. But Squared, yeah, he just came up to me with the idea that Effectus was something that him and Fox built, and they needed like another designer, I guess. Even though Fox does a lot of drawing, yeah, but just like another hands-on.
But at that time, so were you though.
Right.
So really, both of you were like in development for what you both are now. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and then throughout that class, like we would think of shirt ideas, and we thought of the first 48 shirt, and those were like our first shirts that we ever put out. It was black and white, one color screen print on the front, one color screen print on the sleeve.
Yep.
And then it felt like these motherfuckers taxed us because we spent like $800 on them.
They did tax us. They finessed us.
It was just like, that was such a big disappointment in my life, like a letdown, because I had originally gotten like not an advance, but it was sort of like my uncle had told me like, oh, put this money towards the brand, towards like Effectus, because he believed in me, obviously. And my parents were always like, kind of like using that against me, like, oh, he gave you all this money and you guys didn't even like sell them all, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like my parents kind of always like, they're just more realistic, and they didn't see the vision right away.
Yeah,
which is understandable, you know.
Yeah, neither did my mom.
Yeah,
but when you're saying like like you're graduating high school,
I know.
and you're in college, and like the first thing you say is like, or when you're telling them like what you want to do, and it's like I want to design clothes, I want to make things. Yeah, I want to make things. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like. It's funny to them because they come from a different place. So when they hear that, they're like, fuck it, like, you know what I mean? Like, you want to do this and you want to do this, but like, you got to get a job, and you have to be secure, you have to go to college, you have to get this. So it's definitely crazy for them to hear that more than anything. So, understandably so.
Yeah.
So, but.
And even with my mom, like, she specifically told me, like, oh, I don't think you can handle, like, this type of lifestyle. Like, this is very, like, you have to fail a lot in this business, you know what I'm saying? So that's their biggest worry, that we're not going to make it type shit. I think that had a lot of, like, impact on me, like, doubting myself. And, I don't know, you've always been able to, like, keep me hopeful. You keep me, like, you remind me that it's possible. And, like, I don't know, you're very optimistic. So I love that about you. So I was speaking on how my uncle gave me like this bread to buy these shirts, and we didn't exactly make all our money back, and even with like the few shirts after that, we didn't really I don't know, it never seemed like we made a profit type shit. I feel like we had a lot to learn with Effectus, and it was kind of like our baby. Like we kind of took it, well, rightfully so, we took it very seriously.
Through it all, like, it's kind of hard because sometimes, because I remember, like, not losing confidence in, like, the brand, but, like, losing, like, a little confidence in myself. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of, like, a weird time for me to where, like, I just, like, even as, like, as, like, a designer, like, I wasn't, like, confident, like, as confident in myself to, like, present ideas and, like, be, like, and I don't know what it was. It could have been, like, just, like, voices and, like, you know what I'm saying? Just sometimes, like, people talk shit, even, like, homies talk shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's, like, hard to, like...
Bro, I had to deal with that so much with, okay, so I wanted to say that you were my first creative friend that I've met. And being in that, there was a lot of jealousy coming from, like, my original friend group. I don't know if you ever felt that way with, what was your group's name in high school?
What?
You just said it there, your group's name?
What? Downfall?
Yeah.
Nah, because they're progressive too.
But did they feel like you were kind of not making enough time for them because you were hanging out with like me and like Joey and them?
Nah. I mean, like...
Never. Nobody? I know one person.
No, I mean, yeah, you do get that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, I want to be, in general, I'm going to be who I am. I love everybody, like...
No, the thing about you is, like, you have so many friend groups, too.
Yeah, I mean, not really,
Everybody.
like, I mean, yeah, I guess I do.
Yeah.
But it's like...
How do you balance that, I guess? Spending enough time with all of them or, like, checking in on all of them?
I mean, I got group chats. Like, first off, I got group chats with like everybody, and I mean, sometimes it's just about checking in. Like, I'm trying to like, I mean, even just like get better with like just being honest with myself and just like saying like to these like to all like my friends like, yo, like if I haven't had enough time, like this is why, and I'm trying to get better, and this is like the situation I was in with like work and everything, and like balancing like this, and like trying to have an outside life, you know what I'm saying, like, and like dealing with like just everything, you know what I'm saying, like from like Gigi to like Gigi to everything, you know what I'm saying, like it's all like a, I don't know, it's just it's a balance, you know what I'm saying. So it's sometimes like, especially now that we're getting older, it's more about me just being honest. This year I just wanted to start being more honest with like myself and like the people around me, and just saying like, okay, like if I can't make it, like, or if like I'm gonna just like even like just try to start making it to more things, and not being like in the crib because I was not able to get out or I was too tired, you know. So I don't know.
That's a great answer, because I think a lot of people, they'll when they're younger, they feel some type of way for not being able to hang out with like their best friends. But then I feel like now at our age, we all kind of understand like life gets in the way of like being able to link with everybody, and even like checking in is difficult sometimes because there's so many people that we've like met throughout this journey and like that are some of our closest friends, and it's hard to check in with everyone. But
yeah, I don't think we burned any bridges, or I think that's like what helped start building the bridge, and like.
If anything, it got rid of the people that needed to be.
Yeah.
That didn't support us from the beginning.
Yeah, and it helped build like, I mean, our separate like brands. Identities and brands now. You know what I'm saying? So.
I guess we're both in the way that we have our own businesses that we want to pursue. Can you tell people about Comfy Fits or what it is and like how that came about?
Comfy Fits is my baby. It's everything. It's my brand that it's really like, this is like about like 5-6 years in the making.
Yeah.
As far as just like me just like saying it and thinking it, because it came from like a photo grid and me just like putting out like, I don't know, like what I was wearing, like, and I remember just like, I don't know, just people like saying it and I'm like kind of trolling, but not like in a bad way, just like on some funny shit. But
that you look so comfy?
No, just like Comfy Fits in general, just like but it's been something that I've been like dreaming about and everything, you know. So it's my brand, and it's really like, I don't even want to just say brand. It's just it's me. It's what I want to put out into the world as far as just everything. I don't want to just stop. I don't want to just like make pieces like clothing. I want to go further than that. I want to make like furniture and
get real comfortable.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything that you can use in like everyday life. I want to make it like a lifestyle, from like fucking bath. You know what I'm saying? Like shower sheets and you know what I'm saying? Just all types of things. So.
But why comfy?
Why comfy?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just me. It's I don't know, it's like the most simple way you can like sum me up. You know what I mean? It was like, but it's also something that everybody wants to be. Like whether they're like, I mean, especially like in clothes, but like just in life in general, you want to be comfortable. Like, not saying in a bad way, like a comfortable, like comfortability, like.
Because you
like
a lot of people.
Yeah, you can get that confused.
Like,
you know what I mean? You can get that
what's the
confused.
difference between comfy and stagnant?
You can be comfortable and like moving forward, progressing. You know what I mean? So, like one of the things I'm pushing is this tote bag I have, and it has Head to the Hills on it. So, well, yeah, like Head for the Hills. So Head for the Hills is really like, when we like, and you and the guys say it, it's more like a. It's
Like your safe space?
Not like a safe space, but it's like, yo, like, we're heading to the hills, we're about to get on. Like, that's, and when we say it, it's like, that's what it means. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me. So, like, everybody else, like, the hills is like the highest place. You feel me? Like, getting to the hills in general, like, just like, in my mind, it's like the highest place I can get to, the highest place like anybody can get to, your peak. So like when I say like, yo, head for the hills is on the bag, it's just like whatever anybody's like version of success is, like that's your hill. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you're headed for. So
okay, but with these hills come valleys. So how do you feel about the valleys, like the low points? Like does it Squared Hill ever have low points?
All the time.
Yeah.
But I'm not like one to like really
speak on them.
Like speak on it or like, but I need to get better on that too because sometimes I'm very like prideful. I remember I was going through like a real bad moment, like around my birthday, like last year. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have my whip, like it was all types of shit, like, and I remember like calling Matt. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't tell like I told you about it later, but like in general, like I just called Matt. And I just like started like crying, you know what I'm saying? But it was like it was a lot going on, you know what I mean, at the same time. So
you were just fed up with life.
And it was my birthday too, so I wasn't able to be mobile or like do what I really wanted to do or like, you know what I'm saying, like do any of that. So that sucked, but it was like, I don't know, things happen and I moved past it. And I mean, yeah, everybody's gonna have low points. The low points always gonna, you know what I'm saying, they're always gonna suck.
Yeah.
But like they lead you to like
the hills. They lead
you to the hills, you feel me? Like life is full circle.
I love
so
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes with the blows.
So not only is Squared a designer, we also do the podcast, but Squared's also a DJ. He's DJed a few of my events. He's been at Brown Boy Spring, the PABS and PABS 3, I had a birthday party at Sears Crib. He DJed that. There's a few, has hella events, but Squared has always been there for me. Anytime I needed him, he's always there, like bringing the vibes. What would you say is like your most memorable moment DJing and like, your favorite time?
I would say.
Sorry, and what does music do for you that like you thought DJing?
Like the first time I DJ was like at Rebecca's house party. You know what I'm saying? So like
shout out
Rebecca. She had me like DJing. That was the first time I did it. So when people were fucking with me, even like in that moment, I was like, damn, like this shit is cool. You know what I'm saying? But I've had like a lot of good ones. Like even like doing it at East Room, like like DJing at East Room with like the guys and having that. I was so nervous that day. But doing that, then. What else? Like doing like the Valentine's Day show. That shit was fire. You know what I mean? Like just realize, like just seeing people vibe out, and I had a lot of good moments. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of moments where it's like, damn, like this feels good.
Shout out Vic. Shout out Eva.
For real.
Shout out Max. You guys threw a great Brown Boy Heartthrob. No. It
was actually Pretty Boy Heartthrob.
Pretty Boy.
Damn.
We're just brown, sorry. Brown. The point is...
we're high right now, I'm sorry. Is it? That was like 8 takes.
You guys do a great event. Shout out Pretty Boy and Heartthrob. Yeah, you gotta have so much confidence to be a DJ. Like, there's so much pressure on you to play the next best song. Like, you just have to keep it flowing, but you almost have to not give a fuck and zone out. I know on User Friendly you specifically said that you almost feel like the movie Soul when he was kind of in the zone.
Yeah, definitely.
I wanted you to like speak on that, like.
Because it's really like you definitely have to. It's just taking a chance. That's what I feel like it is. Like I haven't, and even like the reason I haven't DJed in a while is just because I'm so focused in on Comfy Fits. Not saying I can't do both at the same time, but like me realizing like I have to really like just take the time and do this how I want to do this and take my process.
Yeah.
And but I mean even in like that moment and like people saying like this is I don't know, you just like seeing people like have a good time and like I feel like that's the moment where like that starts to take over. You know what I mean? Like when you see people have a good time and it's like fuck it, like, because anytime before I do anything, I was always nervous. Like I don't know, like before anything, bro. Like any like big moment or any like even like when I used to wrestle, like before any match. Like no matter how long I've been doing it, I would always get nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like
But you managed to pull through.
I would have like a. I wouldn't even say I would get nervous, but I would have like a. You know what I'm saying? Like
stage fright.
Yeah, like a little stage fright, like anxiety a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But
no, but like, you handle yourself well under pressure. I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. I came a long way. I came a long way from it.
But when you DJ, you also, I feel like, aside from the DJing, you also have your own playlist that you push. We worked on a couple of those, you know, Corn King, 1 through 5.
Yeah, 1 through 5.
Yeah. So even when you're not DJing, you're still always, like you're DJing to yourself. You're still picking, like you sent me a lot of good new music. And you're always finding like these hits and like these great ass songs. Do you feel like it's almost more important to build your like brand as a person before you even like book events? You get me? Because
yeah,
the bigger your name, the bigger the check for these like DJ events, right? So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I want to be like known as a good DJ. I want to be like well at my craft too. You know what I'm saying? So like that, but. Also, I don't know, it's just like when like things are calling you all like one time and it's like you have to learn like yeah, I can do everything at one time and I can do this and I can like put focusing on this, but it's like better for me to like at least for me right now, like this is my process. It's better for me to like just focusing on one thing and like do this the best I can. And then like when I do this, like you know what I'm saying, like who knows, like I do this, I have a pop-up shop, like I can DJ like this part and I can have somebody else do a part, you know what I'm saying? But I can have like fun with like my own like thing, and I feel like that's the most important part about like Comfy Fits is just like me having like fun and like learning how to like do this process that way I gotta do this process. So I don't know. It's all like relative, but
are there any DJs that you look up to? Like in Chicago maybe or just in general?
Yeah, I mean I fuck with like a lot of people, bro. I fuck with like Eva, I fuck with Preem. You feel me? I fuck with Camo. I fuck with.
You gotta shout out Dags.
I fuck with Dags. You feel me? Shit, so many people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Lost in Kyoto.
Lost in Kyoto. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, they've been holding us down for a while.
Coach. You feel me? She's. It's a lot of like. Annette. She's raw. Like it's a lot of females. There's so many females doing it. So many like everybody do it. It's like so many names to name. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody doing their thing.
I wanted to ask you, what's something that you're super proud of that's going on in your life, or like of yourself, or like proud of somebody, and then what's something that's like disappointing, that like either in yourself or like the world that you're disappointed in.
Something I'm proud of?
Yeah.
Like about myself?
Or just in general, maybe you're proud of someone. Just.
I'm proud. I'm proud of my guys.
Hey.
I mean, I'm proud of everybody around me. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody who like. Everybody's like flourishing in their own way. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. And.
Yeah, if you don't know, me and Squared are part of this collective called Decent Militia. We really grew up in the trenches. The trenches, grinding it out every day. You know, these guys went to Southwest, sleeping on couch surfing, trying to get on. We're still getting, we're getting on right now as we speak. You can follow the journey. But also shout out to X Gang. You know, we're all one big happy family. Let's let the people know what Thrax Gang is and what Decent Militia is too.
So Thrax Gang is, it's a collective. I mean, we just not even like just collective. Just to, like it's not even like saying this. We're all just like brothers. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, we all just brothers, and we've been together from the jump, and it's just something we all just dreamed about. Just everybody. of course we got some rappers. You feel me? You got some hip.
Newscast.
You feel me? We got some casters. We got some podcasters. Obviously, we got some. We got podcasters. We got sports analysts.
Yeah.
We got photographers. We got producers. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that we always dreamed of. Everybody's like separate dream like coming into one. Everything like we all believe in. So, it's just my guys. You know what I mean? Like we always been down for each other. So, from smoking from smoking thrax and like you feel me like the back of like whips. You know what I'm saying? To just doing what we want to do now. So, it's moving and it's progressing every day. Decent militia. The guys too, you know what I'm saying? Like it's also the same thing. Like what that means to me, it really means the same thing. Cause I love everything. Militia, shit. So many details, you know what I'm saying? Like 2016, just like it's still going too. 2016, 2017, like 2015, like just seeing everything progress from like being in this. I was talking to Josh about this the other day. But not the other day, but like I think at the last event.
Okay.
But just talking about like the volume 1, you know what I'm saying? Militia like music volume 1. That shit was just like such a special moment because like we did everything like that we were doing back then was like.
It's a great.
And still are. It's like it was very organic. You know what I mean? Like we never like over pushed anything, and like it was everything was just happening like naturally, like it does now. But at like the start, it was just everything was happening like. Very fast.
I would give anything to see that be performed in a whole. Well, obviously, rest in peace, Bird. But like, if everybody could come together to perform that one more time, that's what would be beautiful.
Yeah, but everything is everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is one. So that shit, Thirst Gang, like malicious shit. That's the same thing. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's too many moments.
And if you can name something that's disappointing you, maybe there's some like a certain topic that disappoints you. I don't know. There's a lot of corny stuff on Twitter. It could be anything.
Something that disappoints me. I guess like just people sometimes. People disappoint me. Like
they don't keep their word.
I guess it's not even more about just keeping it. And it's something I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the. And then when I speak on this, it's like something I'm trying to also get better at too. You know what I'm saying? Like just like communication, just in any type of form. So I'm not the best at all times either. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm trying. But it's just like just like I just feel like just common courtesy. But like I said, I'm also learning things every day as well. Okay. So I'm not saying it's like I'm just like I'm perfect and I got this shit like I'm just throwing out there, but it's like letting people know like if you can't like do some shit or if you can't like what I'm saying. Yeah, just let me know. So.
I feel that. Nice. One last question I had is what would PABS Prince times Comfy Fits collab look like, and when can people expect that? I know. One of your main mascots is the gnome. Oh yeah. So why the gnome? Sorry.
The gnome is. It really came from like.
Where is it?
Oh, that shit is like it just came from like an inside joke. You know what I mean? And it came from that, and it turned into just like another like persona. Like you know what I mean? Like, it just came from that. So like the gnome came from a joke from goddamn Shaq, like Shaq White, so
nice.
But it means I turned it into everything, like literally like now, anytime I see a gnome, I'll send Pablo a picture, he'll send me a picture of a gnome. But I'll be seeing him like I see him everywhere, you know what I mean? But
you know what I mean? No,
it's something I wanna even like in the future I wanna like not to like even thought like I like too many things, but like I wanna like make like animated series one day,
The world is abundant. You could ask whatever you want for, and it's gonna.
Yeah, and I will get that for sure. But I will make animated films or animated like an animated series like of the gnome and like around the gnome. So it's gonna be cool. Like, I got like so many ideas about like everything. It's gonna be bigger than what I think.
I believe it, man.
So
I'm excited. I think there's gonna be a pig gnome.
yeah,
Man.
what the collab would look like would be crazy. I don't know what it'll look like.
We'll make it raw.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I just know it would be raw.
Yeah,
I don't
pigs
know.
and gnomes go hand in hand. Very spring-like.
Yeah.
Very nature-y in the wilderness. But domestic at the same time.
Yeah,
One thing
you
is
know.
something, you know.
But it's gonna be cool. I don't know, like, and that's the coolest part about like not knowing either.
Yeah.
Like, because when it's time, we're gonna shut some shit down. You feel me? So
Let's make it happen, man. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on the PDP.
thank you for
At
having
this
me.
point in the podcast.
I'm proud of you
where
for
can
this
people-
podcast too.
Where can people find you?
You can find me at Squared Hill everywhere. SQUAREDHILL. You know,
And user-friendly podcast.
and user friendly podcast. USRFRNDLY.
All right. Thank you for
Podcast.
listening. We're out.
Stay for a while, cause I can't go. Can't get lost if I ain't left.
Say goodbye. Caught!
Goodbye.
Matt, he took your pillow. I told him not to. I told him.